outbreak. That means the mayor can suspend local laws and enact new rules to protect the public. That's a page right out of the COVID pandemic handbook, right, if there was one. The mayor saying he'll do whatever it takes, and defending the job the city's done up to this point. Officials have come under attack for not getting out in front of the outbreak and not getting vaccines to those who needed them.
We were receiving less than we deserved in vaccines. We advocated. We utilized our direct communication with the White House to get more. We navigated the challenges of, the public groups who put up our website.
About 80,000 vaccine doses are headed to New York City from the federal government. Officials said as many as 150,000 city residents could be at risk of infection. The state of emergency order, which is expected to remain in effect for about a month or so, also clears the way for the city to get more funding. But after years of delays, work has finally gotten underway today to replace an old rail bridge over the Hackensack River that's been causing chaos for commuters for years.
The 112-year-old Portal Bridge will soon be knocked down in its place by 2026. The new one, 50 feet over the Hackensack River, will eliminate this major issue that causes a commuter nightmare with the bridge opening and getting stuck so that barges and boats can pass through. Won't have to do that anymore. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg on hand for the groundbreaking.
This project turns the Portal North Bridge from a choke point to an access point. It modernizes the way that people and goods get to and from this region.
It costs a lot, at least $2 billion split between Jersey and the feds. Glenn Schuck, 1010 wins in New Jersey.
Well, Glenn say the cost a lot, yeah. I'll say. AccuWeather is partly to mostly cloudy and sticky. Areas of fog developing later on. We'll get to a low of 71 tonight. Tomorrow it'll turn out partly sunny. Be hot and humid, though, with an afternoon thunderstorm coming through. We'll get a high of 90 degrees. And then tomorrow night, mainly clear with a low of 74. Very warm on Wednesday. Not quite as humid, though, with the high of 88. We are at 71 degrees right now under cloudy skies. Winds news time 3:07. For the city, moving to do more to deal with a recent rise in asylum seekers. Today, Mayor Adams announced an emergency procurement declaration. In simple terms, it allows the city to cut through some of the usual red tape in order to negotiate a contract with shelter and service providers. New York City Comptroller Brad Lander speaking with 1010 Win.
We agree that it is an appropriate area for emergency procurement. Normally, city procurement goes through a pretty slow and long process. We're trying to make some changes to make procurement more efficient in general.
The city's seen about a 10% spike in asylum seekers looking for shelter since late May. Some say people are being shipped off to here from border states like Texas and Arizona. Legally, the city's supposed to find a safe place for families within a day, which it has struggled to do. Despite the strain on resources, though, the mayor says New York will always welcome newcomers with open arms. Hundreds of people in New Jersey caught where they shouldn't have been over the weekend. Police handed out hundreds of summonses to people who were trespassing at Heritage Minerals Lake in Manchester. It was once a quarry. It closed in the 80s and then kind of, became a local hangout where people got together and, talked, set up shop, whatever. Well, the new owners want that stopped for good. They said everybody should obey the no trespassing signs posted at the site. They handed out 131 summonses, but they say at least 200 people have been going through there. Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson has been suspended for 6 games following sexual misconduct accusations.
At minimum, a disciplinary officer said Deshaun Watson engaged in sexualized conduct during his practice. And while he denied wrongdoing, she said Watson acted with a reckless disregard for the consequences of his actions. The 6-game no-pay suspension is well below what the NFL sought, but it represents the most significant punishment ever imposed on an NFL player for allegations of non-violent sexual conduct. Watson must also limit his massage therapy for the rest of his career. Aaron Katinsky, ABC News, New York.
Alleged misconduct. Did you hear about the Knicks? Yeah, they're on the hook with the NBA, concerned that they might have been talking to a star player on another team before you're allowed to do that before the season ends. We'll have details in just a few minutes. When's news time? 3:09.
That's the sound of a crack in the ceiling found at a home inspection. But with a realtor by your side, a newfound leak might only cause minor worries. With their expertise, a realtor can suggest a credit at closing and even connect you to a contractor to help you shore up that leak and alleviate your worries. When it comes to cracks in your plans, the expertise of a realtor can make all the difference. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
In the wee hours of the night,
When everyone else is fast asleep, you're the one on third shift, burning the midnight oil. When a part fails and everything comes to a grinding halt, regardless of what the clock on the wall says, you leap into action. Granger is with you, and all the ones who get it done. With 24/7 customer support by phone or click to chat. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
And now this message, old car giving you problems? Why not donate it? Call 1-877-CARS for kids today. Wednesday news time 3:10. Traffic and AccuWeather just ahead.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job in ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Wednesday news time 3:11 now. From the traffic center, here is Greg Rice.
Well, tough ride right now through Brooklyn. Eastbound BQE getting up to the Brooklyn Bridge. You got a wreck knocking out the right lane right as you get to that long-term pattern. So a bad ride gets worse on the inbound Gowanus and the Belt Merge up to the Brooklyn Bridge. Westbound, a usual crawl from McGinnis Boulevard back to the Brooklyn Bridge. Rush hour not off to a good start in Queens. Eastbound Long Island Expressway before Woodhaven and Queens Boulevard. Fire department's working on a wreck in the right lane. You're loaded from the BQE, and it's not like it's perfect from there the rest of the way home. Pretty much from 108th Street all the way to Willis Avenue in Queens. The eastbound LA is just crawling along. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Outer Bridge, Jersey bound, you got a stall in the right lane. Goethals to the southbound Turnpike. That'll get you down to Woodbridge in better shape. Citybound George, 60 on the upper, 30 to 45 on the lower. Northbound and west side, Leesbad getting out. Lincoln, it's about 15 to 20 in, 10 to 15 out. Holland is about 10 to 15 minutes either way. Traffic is sponsored by Amtrak. Avoid the hassles of travel when you ride Amtrak. Long lines, nope. Airplane mode, forget about it. Middle seats, never heard of them. Get to your destination the relaxing and easy way. Stress-free summer just an Amtrak away. Book now at Amtrak.com. I'm Greg Rice on 1010 Wins.
Gregory, and now your 1010 Wins AccuWeather 4-day forecast. Meteorologist Brian Thompson now with this live report.
Well, area is still pretty cloudy across much of the area, but we will see some breaks in the clouds here as we head through the rest of the afternoon. We'll have a partly to mostly cloudy sky into tonight. It's going to be a muggy night ahead. It's pretty muggy right now. It has not been warm by any stretch this afternoon. Temperatures have been stuck in the 70s with the clouds around, but definitely a muggy feel to the air. That's going to persist through tonight, so some areas of fog. Temperatures not that much lower than where they are right now, which is about 71 for a low tonight. Turning out partly sunny, hot, and humid tomorrow. We can't rule out an afternoon thunderstorm as a cold front approaches, high near 90. A real feel temps getting well into the 90s. Now, this front's going to go through mainly dry. We'll have a mainly clear sky tomorrow night, low 74. Behind it, we'll get a little bit of a break Wednesday. The humidity will come down. Still a very warm day, but not all that bad for early August. A mostly sunny sky, high 88. But then the heat and humidity come right back in Thursday with a good deal of sunshine, high 94. Real feels likely get over 100 in the afternoon. More clouds and sun into Friday with a thunderstorm or two around high 88. Right now, 72 and cloudy in Midtown. We're going down to 71 tonight. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson on New York's weather station, 1010 Wins.
Wednesday news time 3:14.
There's magic in the world. People will tell you there isn't. They just want you to get back to work, be quiet, and not ask questions. Those people need 1-800-GOT-JUNK. When you've seen the magic and felt the magic, you can no longer deny the magic. We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point. And now we pause for a word from Charlotte, the junk fairy. A friend is a person who always brings a little magic with them. Be a friend. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK. Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
For more than 125 years, you've known us as VMSNY. Now, we are VMS Health. Here to provide you with the compassionate care you know, plus a full range of easy